Hi there. In this quick video we'll be taking a look at this PARKSIDE Cordless Angle Drill. It's the 12 volt version from the X12 volt team with really small and compact batteries, which I really like. So 11 Newton meters maximum. This is not really for screwing in stuff. It will not really be able to do that properly. Maximum 10 millimeter drill bit, LED light when working, and it has spindle lock on it, which is actually interesting. Spindle lock, does it actually lock this so you are able to properly tighten that? Okay, we'll see about that in a moment. Doesn't come with a battery and charger. I have those from other tools, so yeah. Let's see, any sort of no English whatsoever. Oh, they are telling us so it's also for screwing and drilling. Okay, but only up to 11 Newton meters, so depends on what you are screwing with it. For really tight spaces and inaccessible locations. Slim, rod type, yeah, soft grip, yeah, it's the, as always, black part, rubber means soft grip, yeah, easy to keep in the hand and it shouldn't slip. Tiltable head with 5 auto lock positions, that's really nice. Adjustable stepless RPM with long switch for optimum control. Yeah, this is actually quite nice. I will compare this tool with the ratchet from the same lineup. Has a similar switch. Automatic lock, spindle lock, okay. LED light in a box, okay. RPM from 0 to 1300 RPM. The angles, you can see them here, where you can lock it. Maximum in wood 10 millimeters, screw maximum 6 millimeters. Yes, but depends on what you are screwing with 6 millimeters, because 11 newtons isn't that Newton meters. Sorry, isn't that much. But anyway, presumably for most things good enough. So let's open this thing. Yeah, as you can see, the box is waiting for a battery and somehow whatever. How are you supposed to put in no, this is for the big 4 amp battery, so presumably this one will not nicely stay in here because it's the 2 amp. They show us in the picture that it's for the 4 amp. Then why are you showing in all the pictures the 2 amp into this thing? And the charger somewhere in here, more or less. Probably it's for a different model, but who cares? I have this and I'm going to use it. Yeah, get it out. Either way, I'm not going to be keeping it in this box. Will be modified to store other things in it, and that's about it. Box out of the way. Let's get a look at the tool. Bigger than I expected, much bigger than I expected. Let me get the ratchet, and this is already peeling off the protection for the LEDs. I don't like that freaking at all, but I have super glue and I'm not afraid to use it. So yeah, this is a nice feeling chuck. It binds a little bit, but still a nice feeling chuck, like the good old days when you are putting your hand on metal, not directly plastic. But what is spindle lock? What does spindle lock mean for us? Because this unlocks the whole thingy, doesn't it? Or is it spindle lock meaning that I'm able to... it is spindle lock by... I actually can rotate this and the whole chuck will not rotate with it. You see? This will not fully rotate. So that's probably spindle lock. I think it's just done through the gearing of this thing, and they decided, hey, let's advertise that also. So from fully straight, 5 intermediate angles up to last is directly 90 degrees. And yeah, by this being a bit bigger than I expected, I'm not that happy because I really wanted a really compact tool. So be back in a second. So I was thinking on the lines of this, which as you can see is a similarly shaped tool, the ratchet, separate video obviously, but it's a bit more compact, but it doesn't have to have the gearing in here. This is working in a different way, so this has gearing and also this mechanism. Yeah, I can understand a bit why it's bigger, but I'm not a fan of the fact that it's bigger. Anyway, let's throw a 2 amp battery, 12 volt in, and it will make a bit of noise. In the middle doesn't do anything. This does not change the direction. This is just a locking mechanism, so you cannot start it by mistake. Looks similar, doesn't do the same thing. This changes the direction and it remains locked. Doesn't have a nice feeling. This does not have a satisfying nice feeling at all. But that seems to work, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to show you why I actually bought this, because I did come against a few situations where I really freaking needed something a bit smaller. So my go-to tools are mostly this one for drilling obviously, and also for screwing, this one mostly. But let's see. So this is a bit smaller, this one. Hopefully you can have a look at it. It's smaller, but compared to this one, yeah, this is almost half its size, honestly. So many times I've reached situations where this plus just a tiny bit of a drill was too much, and I literally couldn't make that hole, and it's really freaking frustrating. But with this thingy, which also has quite a nice chuck on it from 0.8 to 10 millimeters, so it's on the smaller side, it can really get really fine bits in there. I think this one is from, does it freaking say? But we can guess in a moment if we just close it, and we'll see how much it closes. This is also a fine one. Nice. I think this is the coarser one, but it can also take bigger bits. Yes, this is the coarser one, but it can take bigger bits up to 13 millimeter. This is a 10 millimeter max, and this is also 10 millimeter. So, and this is what I was saying with plastic. Yeah, it sometimes feels nicer to directly touch the metal. You have the feeling of, I don't know, a better, more durable product. Not necessarily, because this in theory is just a little bit of a plastic cover. But yeah, at least a feeling. But yeah, overall that's the difference, because I can drill in much tighter spaces, and I have the opportunity to do something like this. Drill at an angle into something. With this one, look at this. So I can get, let's say, under something, and I can drill a hole. Even straighten it fully and drill a hole like this. With this one, I cannot do the same thing, because the battery will hit way freaking faster. I can rotate it on the side if I have enough space. If I don't, I'm done. There's no chance to do it. I can try with some adapters and whatnot, but it's not what this is designed for. this is designed for that, but then again it is bigger than I expected, as you can see. Once again, barely getting it into the shot in here at the standard distance that I film most tools, so it is a bit big, but I think we can handle that. And let's see the light. Let me turn off the light. That's really freaking anemic. And battery level, again kind of freaking anemic in there, but you can see it barely. I don't know why it's that bad. Probably the position, the PCB might be straight like this, but the holes are at an angle, so you kind of need to be fully aligned to actually get a glimpse of especially yellow and green. Red is quite good to be seen. Anyway, there's that. It is what it is. Let me turn again on the light. That's the info, but this light is freaking anemic. Let me put it directly into the camera. It's quite weak. These things have stronger light from them for sure, but yeah, most likely you can barely see it. Anyway, it is there. At least if it's pitch black where you are working, you have a chance of nailing that hole, going directly where you need to go. Yeah, anyway, that's about it. Let's put this to good work. Take a quick look at the manual, because I don't expect to find anything in this manual that it's not 100% self-explanatory. Also, we'll be going into the Romanian side of things, and I will just show you the specs, because there's not much more that we can see in here. Just safety related stuff. 11-3 Newton meters. What does that mean? Softwood 3 Newton meter. Soft material, but how do I change that? Or no, I think that's just according to this ISO standard. I don't think that, no, there's nothing to be changed in this thingy. And again, it does have it's not really sensitive, so the minimum speed is not that great. Nothing. That's about the minimum. Okay, yeah, good enough. Not extremely sensitive in terms of adjusting the RPM by squeezing that, but good enough. Okay, so 10mm steel, 10mm wood. It doesn't care. Screws 6mm max. For the battery, yeah, this is not included, so that depends on what you need. Sound level right here, vibrations if you need that sort of thing. All sorts of warning, yes, wear protection equipment. Kids above 8 years can use this with huge text. Okay, I guess weird, but anyway, it's all sorts of on, off, and RPM adjustment, and it's a freaking drill, and it's as all drills are today. Yeah. Anyway, how to recycle this thingy, and that's about it, honestly. Service info, if you want to order a second Accu, or your first one. If you bought this and realized, wait, this does not come with an Accu, then you need to order one, or get another tool that has one, or watch Lidl from time to time, or Kaufland, because they have really cheap combos, Accu plus charger at about, in my country, at about 12 to 14 euros, something like that. So that's about it for this thing. Will be put to good use, and I'll get back to you. Did I already say I don't like this? It's exactly as you see it, and when I picked this up to get the battery out, I squeezed it by mistake, and shouldn't it be locked in the middle? So yeah, this thing is quite crap. The direction switch, whatever you want to call it, or even lock protection switch, and the battery comes out quite hard first few times probably, but anyway. And obviously this is kind of top heavy with the battery on. Is it more balanced? Nah, still top heavy. I need to balance it right in this area for it to somewhat be balanced. But it makes sense, all the gears are in here and this is metal. Feels at least like metal, and this also is clearly metal. So yeah, I guess it's good. Hopefully it will also work well. A bit of rubber in here from molding. And maximum was 1100, and it should be doing 1300. But maybe the battery is not 100% full, maybe it's full but not to the max. Just did some tests exactly like this on 2 or 3 other tools, just speed tests. So it is full but not 101%. And about this thing, I need to super glue in place. So the shape of it and the size of it will just not ignore this. I have 2 daughters. We'll just not allow it to stay glued, but a bit of super glue to the rescue should be doing the trick. I hope. Be back after I finish. Maybe not as clean looking anymore, but it will never come out of here again. Okay, so this is that 1 in 1,000 moment when only this thing would have enough room in here between all of these things to drill a hole in some sheet metal. Hole is done and screw is almost tightened. Without this, zero chance of having enough room in here with anything else. Another place, same situation, not enough room for anything else. So this will do the trick to go through the sheet metal. And that's about it for this video. This is working exactly as I expected and already saved me once when honestly there was nothing else that could have fit in there, or at least not that I already have or saw. So yeah, this thing is doing its job perfectly and will continue to be put to good use over the years. So feel free to ask in the comments how it works in time, but from what I see up until now, I doubt we will have any sort of issue with it whatsoever. So hope this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, maybe subscribe, and as always, see you in the next one.